guys look really good out there tonight. I hope you're ready for a great show. We have some outstanding artists that tried out this year. Lots of new faces. It's going to be a good show. A couple things we got to get out of the way. First, we want to thank the Chewelah Peak Learning Center and their general manager, Mr. Bill Barnes, for letting us do the show up here. We also have a big list of sponsors. All of the prize money tonight has been donated by sponsors, and they help the radio station be able to put this show on and do some fundraising for ourselves too. Generally, this show gives us 2 to 3 months of rent and utilities, and that's a big deal to your community radio station. Some of you might not know, we got a $30,000 grant for equipment only to increase the station's power to 25,000 watts. I start next week on that project, so I'm very excited. It was quite an ordeal we had to go through getting permission from Canada and the FCC, and Canada gave us a thumbs up too, so that's very nice. So our sponsors tonight are God-Fearing Brothers Auto Service and Auto Sales, T&M Restoration, Water and Fire Restoration Services, the Chewelah Chamber of Commerce, Hanson Logging, Gino and Sharon Ludwig. And folks, Gino is in the hospital tonight, and he's watching it on YouTube. So can you all say hi to Gino Ludwig? There you go, Gino, we love you. Also, Valley Drug, Lodi Water, and we got a representative from Lodi Water right there, all right. Also, the Chewelah Independent. We love our local newspaper. They support the radio station so much, and we try to support them too, and thank you, Jared, for everything you do for us. Also, on a sadder note, we have a sponsor that has been a long-time radio supporter. Her name was Kathy Willis. She passed away a couple weeks ago, and I want to dedicate this to her. All right. All right, we have a big crew, and just so you know, everybody, if you're new to the radio station, everybody at the radio station is a volunteer. Nobody gets paid. Nobody's getting paid for being here tonight. I am Scott Schlafman. I am the general manager at the radio station. We also have Jean Jones. Where's Jean at? She is our stage manager. And also my co-host on the morning show.
Yes, I'm the one that gives him all the grief.
Yes. All right, our stage crew. Girls, could you come out? Valerie Hunter and Hannah Jones. Yes, walk on through. And just so you know, Valerie is my beautiful sister. Back at the radio station, we have a broadcast technician making sure this goes out over the air, and that's Jeff Newman. Can you give Jeff a round of applause? In the back, he hosts the classical music show on KCHW. It airs every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., serving you water and candy bars and chips. It's Grumpy John. And the Jones family is always a big help around the radio station. We have Indiana Kid and Jerem Jones. A transplant from Los Angeles, California, who's became a very good friend of mine. He's got lots of experience in video. He's running sound and video tonight. Donald Todd from Donald Todd Productions. At the front of the house, he's probably stuck you in the eye with something once before. Dr. J. Scott Kolstead, optometrist. Also, my brother-in-law, you saw the really tall guy, there he is, Big Bad Brad Hunter. Now tonight, taking care of our tabulations. Also helping with memberships, we have Amanda Carlisle. Wave, Amanda. She's very shy. And from KCHW's News and Lifestyle Show, our host Sherry Katzer helping out with memberships too. If you're interested in becoming a member, talk to Sherry. It's rather inexpensive, and it gives you discounts on all of our shows that we do throughout the year, and it's a great way to support public radio in Chewelah. So feel free to talk to Sherry about that. Now let's get on to the most loved and most hated people. that would be our judges. In the blue shirt right there, Mr. Bill Barnes. We already told you he's the general manager here at Chewelah Pete. Bill has been a judge for Chewelah's Got Talent for 4 years, all 4 shows. All right, our first-year judge, he's became a very good friend. Man, this guy's got some experience. He hails as the president of the Deer Park Chamber of Commerce. He has also got a degree in voice performance. So he really will be judging the kids tonight. And he is a host of our financial report, Mr. Brian Moore. And then we have Shelly Strite. Most people know her as my ex-wife. Shelly, hey, give her a round of applause. Shelly has a degree in music education and surgical technology, so she will be dissecting tonight's talent. And then on the end of the table, he is our host of one of our most popular shows called Dirt Road Blues. It airs every Wednesday night on KCHW. We call him Dirt Road Doug McQueen. Doug is a lifelong musician. You guys have seen him play all over town, I'm sure. He's just a kind of a staple in the Chewelah music scene. And what a better person to judge tonight's talent. Give him another round of applause, Doug McQueen. And our lovely judge's assistant, my daughter, Samantha Schlafman. She hates it, but when you listen to the radio station and you hear the little go, KCHW, Chewelah, that was her about 5 years ago. So. All right, tonight we have a first place prize of $600, a second place prize of $400, a third place prize of $200. 4 $50 prizes that the judges will be deciding as well. Honorable mention, best costume, most original, and best stage presence. Then this year again we will be doing what we call the People's Choice Award. And this is your chance to decide who wins a prize. And how this works, there are 13 bags with each contestant's name on the back table. What you do is you vote. It's a $1 a vote kind of program. So anybody you like, you can put $1 in their bag. Also, the people watching on YouTube and listening to the radio station can go online at kchw.org and vote for $1 a vote as well. The one with the most votes, these are pledges in that contestant's name to the radio station. So understand that that money will go to the community radio station. But whoever ends up with the most money in their bag from online votes and the money that you put in there tonight will win another $200 prize and be the People's Choice winner. So. There you go, several ways to award people tonight. All right, are you ready for our first act? Kiana Caldwell and Alethea Hall, come on out. All right, Kiana, we'll start with you. Now, you two, as soon as you're done and you find out if you got some money to go with, you're going to the prom, aren't you? Yeah, they're going to the prom. So, awesome. So tell us first, tell us what grade you're in.
I'm a senior. Actually, we're both seniors.
Okay. All right. So what are your plans after school?
I'm moving down to Arizona so I can do theater and cosmetology.
Yes. And how about you, Alethea?
I'm actually staying in Stevens County, but I plan on working with my animals and just getting a job here.
All right, very nice. So give them a big round of applause. They're going to do a duet. Kiana Caldwell and Alethea Hall.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Masquerading as a man with the
if I claim to be a wise man, it surely means I don't know. Carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest, don't you cry no more.
All right, Kiana Caldwell and Alethea Hall, stay up here, ladies. You got to listen to what the judges have to say about your performance. All right, I think you guys need to scoot your mic there forward. We'll start with Bill.
Is it working?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Very nice performance. Can they actually come to the front of the stage?
On the floor?
No. I was just wondering because they didn't.
Oh.
And it might have been nice to have you come all the way forward just to connect a little more with the audience when you were going. But great sound. The presentation was wonderful.
I'm speaking to the speaker. Hold on. Where are you? Hey, girls. Awesome. You looked great up there, and good song selection. You were definitely into it, kind of trying to communicate what it was that the lyrics were portraying. So well done. Well done.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with these two previous judges more. However, I would like to add that you were beautiful and you were talented and you need to sell it a little bit more. You have got it. Own that stage when you get up there the next time.
Impeccable intonation. A cappella singing is never easy. So I have to say that was the thing that really struck me the most. Very well done.
Kiana Caldwell and Alethea Hall, contestants number 1. All right, we're going to call out Pat Eggleston, our next contestant. Come talk to me, Pat, while the ladies get you set up. So, Pat, what do you do for a living?
I work at the tree farm out there right now.
Well, that's hard work, isn't it? What do you think about the 80-degree temperatures in April and May?
I like it a lot. It's good for the tan.
All right, so you are singing an original song tonight? You are?
I'm singing a cover of Josh Ritter. I don't know if anybody out here knows him, but he's great.
Why that song? Tell us why you picked it.
It's been one of my favorites for a very long time.
All right. Sit down. The ladies will get you all set up.
Check. Can you hear that?
You always forget something when you're doing one of these shows. We forgot an extra 9-volt battery.
Can you hear the guitar?
So we're miking his guitar.
Can you hear it? All right.
Yeah. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Pat Eggleston.
Radio waves coming miles and miles, bringing only empty boats. Whatever feeling they had when they sailed somehow slipped out between the notes. Out on the desert now and feeling lost, the bonnet wears a wire albatross. monster ballads in the stations of the cross, sighing just a little bit, sighing just a little bit. And I was thinking about what Katie done. I was thinking about what Katie did. Fairest daughter of the Pharaoh's son, dressed in gold 'neath pyramids, out on the desert now and feeling lost. The bonnet wears a wire albatross, monster ballads in the stations of the cross, sighing just a little bit, smiling, oh, smile. Ones and zeros bleeding mason noise. When you're empty, there's so much space for them. Turn it off, hold in a still small voice. Comes in blazing from some vast horizon. And I was thinking about my river days. I was thinking about me and Jim, passing Cairo on a getaway, with every steamboat like a hymn, out on the desert now and feeling lost. The bonnet wears a wire albatross, monster ballads in the stations of the cross, sighing just a little bit, smiling just a little bit. Ones and zeros bleeding mason noise. When you're empty, there's so much space for them. Turn it off, hold in a still small voice. Comes in blazing from some vast horizon.
Pat Eggleston. All right, Pat, I'm going to have you come on down so we can set up for the next act, and the judges can get a good look at you. Let's start from the other side. We'll start with Doug this time.
My own. Can you hear me now? All right. I have one question. I thought I'd never heard the tune before, so was that a cover or your own? Okay. Who was the? Okay. All right. Very nice choice of music. I like the music very much. A few chokes in there, but I understand that. The fact that you didn't have the battery you needed probably didn't help, right? Okay, I can understand that. But overall, a very nice performance. Thanks.
So, Pat, how many times have you performed in public before a crowd like this? You did a wonderful, wonderful job, and I want to know why you're working at the tree farm and not singing. I was so impressed. It was beautiful, beautiful. It moved me.
Oh, it's my turn. Well, I tell you what, great choice of song for your voice. Wonderful, wonderful range, very soothing. Playing guitar and being able to sing and putting all that together, just wonderfully done. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
So Scott didn't really say that the reason he invited me back this year was not because I run the place, though I think that might have been part of it. But my directing and stage, I do a lot of that. So
He is an accomplished director and actor.
So that's mainly what I'm looking at. The music was great. I really enjoyed the music. Maybe some eye contact with the audience, just getting to where you're able to do that occasionally. Those little fumbles, a little smile to the audience going, yeah, it happens. It can ease that process a little bit. you know, the song didn't really call for, you know, a Bud type shirt there, but, you know, maybe a little more costume, a little something would be good too. But I love the music. No. You sing, what?
No, you don't. You sing and play guitar.
Pat Eggleston, ladies and gentlemen. All right, for our next performance, we have a theatrical presentation, so we're going to talk to them afterwards. Will you put your hands together for Jade Briggs and Jaden Ludeman?
Prince Charming, Prince, how are you? Princessy. Why would a fella want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fella ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a puffy little bubble with a fancy and a charm, and with very little trouble I can break her little arm. Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan. She's only as big as a thief. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fella going crazy? Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? Why would a fella want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a maintenance girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a frilly sort of air, and with very little trouble I can pull out all her hair. Ow! Why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Come on down, ladies, talk to the judges. Who wants to go first?
So I will. You guys are adorable. You have the best facial expressions. You made wonderful use of the stage, and I recognize that I think Janet McLaughlin has had something to do with bringing out talent in both of you girls. I would recommend to you to continue doing theater your whole life, whether that's for your career or fun. You guys are adorable to watch, and you made me smile.
Yeah. Very dramatic and funny. I can't say enough about that, so I won't. Well rehearsed. That's what I wrote down, okay? Very well rehearsed, and I admire that.
So I guess since I was tagged as the vocal guy, I'll talk about the vocal side. And having the music behind you might have been a little bit harder to hear, and the fact that you're putting so much into the presence and the show of it, being able to polish up and get those notes solid, and also, as you're doing that, consider the emotion that you can pass through the vocals and the music. Getting some intonation and differences in volume and how you interact with one another in those songs. But boy, that was entertaining. Thank you.
Put your hands together. Oh, sorry, we still got Bill. Sorry.
Well, granted, there's a little conflict of interest here, but great performance. Remembering to always stay in character. Don't lose it in those moments when you're not quite the center of attention. There's always that piece, but very enjoyable. Very, like you said, good use of the stage. Lots of fun. Thanks.
Put your hands together one more time, Jade Briggs and Jaden Ludeman. Thank you, ladies. Our next act is Tony Bowles. Come on out, Tony. We'll talk to you as the girls get you set up. So, Tony, I think you're our elder statesman tonight. Is that okay?
I will hold down that position.
Okay. What do you do for a living, Tony?
Well, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and my wonderful kids are here tonight, and my wonderful wife.
All right. At least you got a cheering section, right? So let's talk about the song that you picked. Okay. Tell us about that.
Okay, this is a song I wrote several years ago. My dad was quite the outdoorsman, and he always wanted to live out in the boonies, so to say, and so he wasn't able to do that, although we visited a lot, and I wrote this song after we got to move. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Bowles.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right. All along this mountain highway, where trees reach for the sky, and the water is running freely. It's alive, yeah. Back in the woods, there's mountain people living in high country ways, and the beauty that surrounds them is here to stay, yeah. Well, Daddy always dreamed of one day living in the mountains, working too hard, saving up his pennies for someday. Way too young, God called that his number. His dream, it stays alive inside me. All along this mountain highway, where our dreams reach for the sky, sons and daughters are running freely. We're alive, yeah. Back in the woods, we mountain people are proud to share our country ways. You leave smiling, headed homeward. You'll want to stay, yeah. Daddy always dreamed of one day living in the mountains, working too hard, saving up his pennies for someday. Way too young, God called that his number. His dream, it stays alive inside me. All along this mountain highway, all along this mountain highway. Thank you very much.
Tony Bowles. All right, Tony, let's have you step all the way forward up here on the stage so the judges can get a look at you. All right, who wants to start? Doug.
Tony, I've heard you a few times in the past, and I know that you're very good at covering Neil Young songs. And what I like to see is an original song of yours that is actually your own voice and not Neil's. So thank you very much for that, and very good job.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Oh, one more thing. Your guitar was very well in tune this time. Last time, not so well. Okay, so I appreciate that too.
Well, Tony, I've never had the privilege of hearing you perform before, but I enjoyed that. And what I most enjoyed was the smile on your face. The song was beautiful. I loved it. I love that kind of music. I'm from Tennessee. However, your facial expressions and how you personally connect to that song were wonderful. So if you take advice from me and Doug, do more of your own stuff.
Thank
It's
you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's cool when you can perform your own things and they sound good and you get positive critique from it. What I really like when you can perform your own things is when you can really get into it. And it seems like with some of the embellishments that you've made with your guitar, if you could bring a little bit more of that to the performance and really tell us what it is that you're singing.
Okay.
But I enjoyed the sound. That was wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you.
And we had, yeah, I'm behind the speaker. We had a lot more movement front than a earlier act. Like maybe the suggestion of finding the times where you can move out a little bit more from behind the mic when you're playing. Just, I know you're limited in what you can move, but it was good to see the foot tapping and the step back and that little bit of movement kept it a little more interesting visually. So thanks.
Applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a round of applause. Our next act, Faith Hansen. Come on out, Faith. All right, are you excited?
Very.
All right, tell the folks, this will help because we'll kind of loosen up and you can talk to them, okay? They're not that scary. Well, maybe that guy. Well, that guy right there with all the hair, he's even more scary, so, yeah. All right, what grade are you in, Faith?
I'm a 9th grade freshman.
So what kind of school activities are you involved in?
I am a four-sport athlete, and I enjoy doing theater productions.
And do you have plans for the future, college, anything like that yet, or is it too soon?
I'm going to a college over in Connecticut right after high school to study to be a neonatal nurse.
Very nice. All right. Put your hands together for Faith Hansen.
Some people live for fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people search for the power. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got it, you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain that promises forever young, you know. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. silver platter. And what good would that be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. If I ain't got you with me, baby, then this whole wide world don't mean a thing to me. If I ain't got you with me, if I ain't got you with me, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Faith Hansen. It wasn't that bad, was it, Faith?
Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
All right, let's come all the way up front here and let the judges see you.
Let me get yelled at.
I don't think anybody's going to yell at you.
I might trip you.
Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you. Sometimes you were moving with great purpose. Sometimes you were just kind of meandering. It was good when you were moving with purpose. When you were meandering, it was distracting.
I'm sorry.
No. Just one of the things that I believe in is this is a growth opportunity. So you're young. It was an incredible performance.
Thank you.
There's areas to grow. So that's one. It's just that sense of plant your feet and move them when you have a good reason to move them. Don't just roam. Thanks.
Thank you.
Costuming. The elegance of the song and the performance is not matched by your outfit. A more glamorous outfit would have fit you in the song better.
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Awesome. So, and exactly what Bill was saying, I don't think I had the guts to do some of the stuff that we're seeing folks here do tonight. So, congratulations on having the opportunity. Thanks.
Thank you.
For putting this opportunity together. But good for you for getting up there. And so, like you said, this is not a negative critique. This is just some opportunity here. Are you getting coaching now? Vocal performance coaching?
I was planning on doing it last summer, and then things got in the way of it, and I don't know, this is kind of more of a hobby for me. I wouldn't turn it into a career.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a career to want to hone it and really enjoy it, and especially when you get the opportunity to share it with other people. So I would like, did I say this? I was 14 when I first started getting my vocal coaching, and I started doing things that I really didn't enjoy doing. So I was doing, operatic stuff and things like that, and I learned so many wonderful techniques. So I would certainly encourage, if it's something that you enjoy and you want to continue sharing, pursue that, and don't be upset or disappointed if in that you're not allowed to do the things that you hear on the radio or the stuff that you like, because I think you have the underpinnings of being able to really share some good stuff with folks. So thank you for doing this. Well done.
Ryan, I was so worried what you were going to say when you said, when I was 14.
Once I was 14, it was over.
Shelley?
So what I'm going to tell you is, as a former singer myself, at 14 years of age, I would have loved to have been able to get up on stage and do what you just did.
Thank you.
You have an amazing instrument. You keep saying you're not interested in it as a career. However, I think you should keep that possibility, hold it at least in your mind, because your gift should be shared. You could give Adele a run for her money. So you have an amazing voice.
Thank
So
you so
work
much.
on your stage presence, keep singing, and I look forward to seeing a lot out of you.
Thank you.
I can tell you're a passionate singer. You probably sing in the shower. Am I right?
My parents yell at me for taking hour-long showers because I belt out Adele and Alicia Keys.
Well, in my view, singing is the most fun thing.
They hate when I sing Whitney Houston.
Okay. And at first, I thought you should smile a little bit more. I mean, you have a beautiful smile. It's so evident right now. Start with it, and you'll be, miles ahead. Okay, work a little bit more on the voice control, especially in the low register. But your high register and your breath support is good. And when you're in the dynamic high point, your intonation was perfect. But there was a few times, when your voice is lower, that it needs a little bit more work. Just, diaphragm support and so forth. You probably have some coaching. And if not, work on that.
You too.
Let's see. Well, the whole thing improved as it went on, as you got warm, as your voice warmed up. The whole thing got much better. Good mic handling. Really, the microphone is an instrument, and you handle it well. Keep working with the microphone, because the microphone will enhance your voice even more, and your ending was very good. Thank you. Nice performance.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just want to throw in one more thing. Stay here. Last year, Faith came in and tried out for the talent show. And she didn't make it, but we were very enthusiastic with her, and we told her, please keep trying and come back and try out again. And she did it this year in a big way. Faith Hansen. All right, we have another theatrical act for you. This is Robbie Thompson and Judah Katona in a comedy act. Give them a big round of applause.
Man, I love baseball. When we get to St. Louis, can you tell me all the fellas' names on the team? Oh, so that when I see him in the St. Louis ballpark, I will be able to say hello to those fellas.
Sure thing, Lou. But strange as it seems, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Oh, funny names?
Nicknames, pet names. Now on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what is on second, I don't know who's on third.
Well, that is what I'm trying to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Do you know the fellas' names?
Well, I should.
Okay. Who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fella's name on first base.
Who?
The fella playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Okay, then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
When you pay the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. And why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife will come down and collect it.
Whose wife?
Yes. After all, the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What's on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I am trying to find out.
Well, don't change the players around.
I'm not changing nobody.
Now, take it easy.
What is the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking him who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. Leave him on us. We're not talking about him.
How did he get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mentioned the third baseman's name, then who did I say was playing third?
Who's playing first?
One base at a time.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I want to know what is the fella's name playing first base.
What is on second?
See, I'm not asking him who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
And there I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't really help that.
Will you please stay on third base?
What did you want to know?
I am dying to know what is the fella's name on third base.
What's on second?
See, I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Yeah. Do you got an outfield?
Oh, sure.
Oh, St. Louis have a good outfield, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who's on first?
Stay out of the infield.
Don't mention any names out there then.
What is the fella's name playing left field?
What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
base.
Yeah. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because I want to know. Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on this team?
Well, wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know anymore. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you gonna tell me who is pitching?
Now listen. Who isn't pitching? Who is...
I will break your filthy arm if you say who's on first.
Then why come up here and ask?
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know. Third base. You got a catcher?
Yes.
Tell me the name of the catcher.
Today.
Oh, so today's catching and tomorrow's pitching.
Now you got it.
All I figured out is that St. Louis has a couple of days playing on their team. That's all.
Well, I can't really help that.
You got a catcher?
Yes.
I'm a good catcher too, you know.
I know that.
Now, I would like to play for this St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
Now, I would like to catch. Now, tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching. Now, tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy at bat, he bunts the ball. Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the leg out at first base. So I pick the ball and I throw it to who?
That's the first thing you said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
It's to throw it to first base.
Yes.
But now who's got it?
Naturally.
Who's got it?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
Okay.
Now you got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
You don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
You don't. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Naturally. Say it that way.
That's what I said.
You did not say that.
I said I would throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Naturally. Say it that way.
That's what I'm saying.
You did not say that.
I said I would throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, don't get excited.
Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball. So the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What does it do? I don't know, and I don't know, throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
It could be.
Another guy gets up, and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
Oh, what was that?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, he's our shortstop.
Good job, guys. So, let's find out a little bit about you. Now, Robbie, what place last year?
Third.
And what did you do?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Does anybody remember that? Yeah? All right. So, what grade are you in this year, Robbie?
Ninth.
Ninth. What kind of after-school things do you do, or in-school activities?
Well, in school I do theater, and then out of school I do theater, and then I do comedy.
At home, you do comedy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Judah, how about you?
I like track and field. That's fun.
All right.
Sports.
Are you in theater too?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Any plans after high school? You thinking about it?
Survival.
It goes fast. All right, let's come forward and let the judges have a look at you and let them give you a critique.
Entertained, very much so. I would say slow the speech down a little bit more. I'm hard of hearing, so maybe that's part of the equation here. But if you slow, I'm a member of Slow Talkers of America. And it can get really tedious, but just a little bit slower, and people that have hearing impairment can catch a little bit more. Now, was that like the old shtick from Abbott and Costello, or was that okay?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with old shtick if it's good. If it's good then, it's good now. Engaging gestures. You on the left, that would be Robbie. Okay, Robbie? You're Robbie on the... Okay, you're stage left. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Who's on first? Who's on first? A little bit more gesturing, but maybe since you're the straight man here, you're supposed to be more static or, solid, So maybe that's okay. I don't know. I'm not a very good judge of whether you should be moving more or not. But your gestures were very effective. So, except for the speech, I had a good time with that. Thank you very much.
It's nice to see you back on the Chewelah's Got Talent stage, Robbie. Once again, I found your facial expressions engaging. I found your speech to be well understood, good enunciation with lots of emotion in your voice, and I hope you do theater for a long, long time. Judah, you're a sports guy, but when you're on stage, you're not a sports guy anymore. Put it in your face and your voice. It was so, so funny, and when you're up against Robbie, you gotta really give it back to him. You guys did great. It was so funny. What a perfect and refreshing choice. Thank you, guys.
You know, there were times that the pace was what it needed to be, but it went on for a length of time that I was running out of breath. There were opportunities to let the audience catch themselves for a second. Allowing some pauses would have given us a chance to refocus. There was a lot more stage available for you to use. You know, there's times when you were frustrated, you could have taken an extra step or two, creating some separation. The hat blocks the light on your face too much. Think about where the lights are and that brim. We needed to, I mean, I never saw your face because you were always faced the other direction. It would have been nice for you to occasionally engage this way just a little bit, but I'm sure the people over there didn't see your eyes either. So be really careful of that with staging.
You pulled out a classic. Well done. You remembered the words. Even better. The thing that I saw and heard from the other guys are the same things that I would mention to you. Make sure you get your pacing right, but when you're working all those thoughts through your head, who's on hold? No, what's a line, right? You didn't have to do that, so congratulations. I just wanted to really believe the characters, and I remember that sketch, and I remember laughing at that sketch, and you guys made me laugh, but I really want, if you're going to pull something like that, get into those characters. Well done.
Robbie Thompson and Judah Katona, thank you guys. All right, just a side note for the judges. Dino has his pen and pad out, and he has actually decided tonight he is judging the judges, and will give us a full report later on. All right. All right, we're almost to intermission. We've got one more act coming up. You guys are going to love this. This is last year's People's Choice Award winner. Come on out. Haley Church. You look great tonight, Haley. Come on up here where everybody can see you and we get you in the light. All right, so what grade are you in this year?
5th grade.
All right. And what kind of things do you enjoy to do for activities?
Singing.
Anything else?
Dancing.
Dancing. And what would you say about your mom? Is she supportive?
Very.
Mom's into it too. Can your mom sing? Put your hands together for Haley Church.
dust and told me to believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful destiny. As we soared above the town that never loved me, I realized I finally had a family. Soon enough we reached Neverland. Peacefully my feet hit the sand, and ever since that day I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all love, reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. And for always I will say, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
Haley Church, and she brought her cheering section. All right, step to the forward of the stage there so the judges can get a good look at you. We'll listen to their comments.
Hey, hey. Haley, great work. So tell me, I have a couple of questions for you. How did you pick that song?
I picked that song because my teacher, Sarah Brown, she showed me it and I decided I wanted to learn it. And she showed me the moves to it and I decided I really liked it. So that's what made me choose my song.
Awesome, because it was the full package. You had the song, you were telling us a story, you certainly have the costume right. So thank you. You did a very good job. I think your vocals are very relaxed for a person your age, and it's very nice to hear a nice smooth and stylized vocals. Very impressive. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, you're next. So there was that move from the seated position to upstage. Wardell, did you notice how she did that and kept her eyes on the audience? So one of the toughest things to do when you're on stage is making that kind of move and not lose the audience. So I was really impressed with that, and it's something that really shows a talent there. One of the tough parts is moving naturally because of the song instead of because that's what you learned to do at that point in the song, and just smoothing that out a little bit, just so it doesn't feel like, okay, now I'm going to cross my arms in front of the mic. They just cross. So just working on that natural flow of movement would be a good thing. But it was great that you were moving around, that you were keeping it interesting, seeing different parts of the audience, letting them see you. That was wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you.
I was going to say the same thing. A great, courageous performance, good stage presence, and well thought out. You're going to need to work on your intonation. You've probably been told this, or am I correct? You've heard this, okay. Some of your notes are on, some of them aren't, okay. As far as the pitches, you know what I'm talking about, the actual tones. Every note that you sing is important, every single note. So keep that in mind when you're practicing from here into the future, and work on, do you play piano at all or any other instrument? Okay, think about maybe going into that area and learning to play a little piano and sing with the notes. And that will help you achieve the pitches for every note that you sing, because you have a beautiful voice. Outstanding performance, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Haley, I had the privilege of seeing you perform last year, and it was a joy. I do like the song that you sang tonight. It's a beautiful song, and parts of it showed off your voice, but parts of it didn't. You have an amazing instrument there, and I would like to see a song that lets Haley belt out Haley, instead of just doing a song that we hear on the radio, because I know what's inside you. It's so powerful, and I am looking forward to watching you grow as a singer. Like Doug said, every note is important, but even more than that, every note that comes out of your mouth is a chance to touch someone in some way. So I can't wait. I think we're probably going to see you next year and many years for Chewelah's Got Talent. You were adorable, and I loved how you put the package together. But next year I want you to come out and literally blow me out of my chair, because I know you've got the instrument to do it.
Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Haley Church, give her a round of applause. Thank you, Haley. I'm going to take that next one. All right, we're just about at intermission. I want to call up a friend of mine. Come on up, Wardell. He didn't want to do this, but I thought I'd force him to anyways. Now, Wardell is going to show us how to do a proper body slam. No. Come on up, Wardell. Wardell is one of the curators of the Area 36 Blues Festival. And Wardell has came forward and said that the Area 36 Blues Festival this year is going to invite the top 3 winners from Chewelah's Got Talent to perform at this year's Blues Festival in a special showcase. So tell us about when it is, all that kind of stuff.
The 14th, 15th, and 16th of July, right up at 1270 Knapp Road up here in Colville, or 1270 Knapp Road, and it's the 14th, 15th, and 16th of July, the weekend after Chautauqua.
All right, and what kind of groups do you have coming up for this Blues Festival?
Well, Friday night is my show, where I invited a lot of local talent. Six Strings and Pearl, which is a local group here. I also having a country western act coming out Friday night, Jesse Quant Band also.
So it's a lot more than just blues.
Yes.
All right, weekend after
Music
Chautauqua.
Festival.
Thank you, Wardell. All right, don't forget, we also have concessions. We're going to take about a 10-minute intermission. We have concessions. You want us to get proper stage? Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So don't forget, we got Grumpy John and the boys back there. They got concessions they want to sell. And then if you would like to vote for acts 1 through 7, the bags are on the back table. And could we have someone turn on the house lights? And yes, Mr. Barnes.
So, Wardell, it's not just this music thing that's going on, is it?
No, we're also having a play in 2 weeks.
And you said this will be your first time in a theatrical production since
I was 13 years old.
13 years old. What,
45 years?
45 years. So, can I do this? Yes. So, when do we open? Like the 20th, 21st, 22nd? Is that a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? So, we'll do that, and then Memorial Day weekend, again, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday matinee, dinner.
A little murder never hurt anyone.
A little murder never hurt anyone.
Or is it anybody? Close enough.
Anyone. So, So we got dinner theater. Mondo's is putting on dinner theater the 28th, the Saturday night. Is that right? You know, Park Avenue Players. So we got that.
All right.
Got the plug in. Thank you.
Oh, one other thing.
Yeah.
The Area 36 Festival, benefit concert, free to the public. Everybody show up and have a good time.
And this is benefiting the Shriners, right?
Correct.
All right. Thank you very much, Ward. Check. All right, can we have everybody take their seats and get the crew get in their positions and the judges back to their table? Also, we are broadcasting live on YouTube, so we want to say hi to all of our YouTube viewers and everybody listening on KCHW.org. Also want to throw out a thank you to our sponsors, God-Fearing Brothers Auto Service and Auto Sales, T&M Restoration Water, Fire, and Restoration Services, the Chewelah Chamber of Commerce, Hanson Logging, Gino and Sharon Ludwig, Valley Drug, Lodi Water, who is providing the delicious water that the boys are selling in the back, Richmond Logging, Chewelah Floor and Wall, the Chewelah Independent, and do you guys notice the new editorial manager of Chewelah Independent, Brandon Hanson, over here snapping pictures? And then our dear friend Kathy Willis. All right, you guys having a good time? I want them to hear you on YouTube. It is the 4th installment of Chewelah's Got Talent. You know, sometimes when you do things like this, they can run a little long. I was thinking 4 years. Should we do a 5? Okay. We'll make it go at least 5 years then. All right. Our next act after intermission is Isaac Hall and Jeremiah Chartier. Would you please come out, guys? Sorry about the name. Boy, I'm going to feel short, so each take a microphone there. Oh, thank you so much. All right. Isaac is a returning contender. Give him a round of applause for being brave enough to do it twice. All right, Isaac, we'll start with you. I thought you guys were out of school, but you're still in school. What grade are you in, Isaac?
11th grade.
11th grade?
Yeah.
And what kind of things do you do as far as activities in school?
After school sports.
All right. What kind of sports do you like to play?
Football and track, and I also do theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And any plans for after school? Have you been thinking about college?
I have been thinking about college, but I don't have any set plans yet.
Okay. All right. Jeremiah, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
You're a senior. Congratulations. Do you have plans for college?
Yes, I do.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go to community college in Colville for 1 year, and then I'm going to go to a Christian college somewhere in Washington.
All right. And what kind of things do you like to do after school, in school, for extracurricular activities?
I like to play music.
You like to play music? All right. Well, we're going to find out what you do with that. Jeremiah Chartier, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
And Isaac Hall. There you go. Give him a round of applause.
Something happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. Think it's time to stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everyone is wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind, saying stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. to pay for the heat. 1,000 people in the streets, singing songs and carrying signs, mostly saying hooray for our side, saying stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ooh, ah, hey. Ooh, ah, hey. Ooh, ah, hey. Ooh, ah, hey. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. You step out of line, man, come and get you away, saying stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Now you can start.
Jeremiah Chartier and Isaac Hall. All right, boys, step forward to the front of the stage and let's let the judges talk to you a little bit. You can just unplug your guitar and Val will take that. You got to come up here, everybody. All the way up front. They want to see you.
Actually hear my generation's anthem sung by you young people. I guess the message is still there. That's a wonderful thing. I would say a little bit monotonous on the guitar, but then that song is kind of monotonous that way. You're stuck with that. That's not your fault. But you did a little, almost like a rap ending on that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It wasn't hip hop. And who cares about style anyway? It's the message of the song, so that's the good thing. Work a little bit more on the intonation, and it should be good going forward. So thanks for that. I appreciate it.
My gosh, you guys got Doug so excited. Did you see him? He grabbed the mic. He couldn't wait to be first to talk to you. He's getting greedy over here. Isaac, it is a pleasure to have you back on the Chewelah's Got Talent stage. And you did a great job. Your voice is really coming along. Both of you work on enunciation. We really want to hear those words because that message is powerful. And it's like I told Haley, every note that comes out of your mouth and every note that comes out of your guitar is a chance to move that audience, to sell that message. That song obviously means something to the two of you. And I am so excited to have you guys singing that and being back here. Thank you so much.
Okay, sure. Hey guys, well done. Good selection of songs. It's hard sometimes to work together. We got a guitar, we got a voice, now we got to both sing. And like I said earlier, singing and playing guitar can be kind of tricky. So well done on keeping it together. What I'd like to see is continued embodiment of whatever it is that you're singing. We're working to get some personality out there as you're moving around. Same thing when you're playing the guitar. If this is going to be your song, sell it like it's your song and bring that across to the audience. So well done. Thank you for coming up and doing that.
All right. Yeah, we got that speaker right in between us there, but interesting pair. Just very interesting contrast between the two of you. I would go one of two ways. I would get more alike in look, in all of that, or a little further apart. It would.
Bring me some scissors.
You know, you could be a whole heck of a lot preppier. And it would be really interesting. Wouldn't it be really interesting if those two walked out there with the beard and the hair and the hat and Mr. Preppy, and then brought it together. I mean, you brought it together, but it would have been just the staging of it, the look. You're so cool. and you're so interesting. And you could just play that so much stronger, just that difference between the two of you. Maybe it's not really there. Maybe you're best buds in so many ways, but you don't look it. It looks like you're at different ends of the high school cafeteria. You never sit at the same table. You never really talk to each other. It just surprises me that you guys even know each other.
It's a small school, right?
It's a small school, right? But you could split it more, just a little preppier look.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let me add to that too, because you could do the same thing with the music. Since that's a known song, make it your own, kind of like you did at the end. Do something where you mess it up. Well done, guys.
I got a question. So as Doug said that this was an anthem from his generation, was there a reason you guys picked that song?
Yeah,
Is there
I'd
something
like to
going
know.
on in our society that compelled you to think that this song is still timely, anything like that?
I think I would like Jake to answer that one.
All right. Well, Isaac asked me to do the Chewelah Town show. I was like, all right, well, that's something I want to do. And, I was just looking through songs, seeing what was through, and there was a YouTube video that had, 3 easy chord songs and all that, and Buffalo Springfield came up, and I was like, this actually shows a lot of what's going on in the world. I mean, it just really inspired me to actually, come up with the idea of playing this.
Isaac Hall and Jeremiah Chartier, thank you guys. I'd like to bring out our next contestant, Kaylee Parrott. Come on out. There she is. You got a cheering section. All right, Kaylee. So, how long have you been singing?
Since the summer. Well, taking voice lessons.
Talking to your mic, it's a little better.
Oh,
So
okay.
since this summer, you've been taking, so just since this summer?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so what grade are you in?
6th.
And what kind of things do you like to do at school?
I like writing.
You like what?
Writing.
Writing. So what kind of stuff do you like to write? Stories, poems?
Stories.
Stories? And what type of stories do you write? Are they romance? Are they science fiction? Are they...
I don't
You
know.
don't know?
No.
Can I read one? All right, put your hands together. Kaylee Parrott.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch 'em roll away again. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I've had nothing to live for. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm gonna sit at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roamed just to make this dock my home. So I'm gonna sit at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Good job, Kaylee Parrott. Can you step all the way up to the front of the stage so the judges can see you?
These guys are going to let you know if that song was a great choice for your voice and your vocal ability and all of those things. I haven't got a clue. That's not why I'm here. What was that song about?
A person who left everything behind, and then they went to basically start a new life and a relaxed new life.
I didn't quite believe it coming from you. There's just that reality there. You know, I'm not sure why you picked that song, and maybe they'll explain that to me later, but I'm sure that there are songs that are more appropriate for you to sing that I can believe.
What a great range. You've got a broad range. So here we go. Thanks. Appreciate that. Good setup over here. So Bill told you what he doesn't know, and I'll tell you what I do. It was a good selection. You have a nice interpretation of that song because obviously you just kind of did your own thing with it. So it was nice to be able to hear you, to see your smile, and it was good that you positioned yourself on a stool. It's really hard sometimes to just stand up there and hands down to the side, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to turn and smile. Turn. So good choice with that. But I enjoyed your voice, and I enjoyed the demonstration of where you can go, and I look forward to where you do go with that. Keep it up.
I agree with that point you made about the fine vocal range that she has. Incredible, and the intonation, the actual tones that you hit were on the mark. It's never easy to sing without accompaniment, so that's an accomplishment by itself. And I would argue that point about why she chose this song, because it speaks to her, and she sang it in her own voice, in her own way. So high points for originality there. Appreciated it very much. Fine performance.
So I've had the privilege of watching Kaylee over the last few years in drama productions and singing, and by far, I would say this is your most outstanding performance I've seen. Now, at intermission, I got told I'm the Paula Abdul of the judges. I don't know.
I don't want to be the Paula Abdul of the judges.
Well, you look more like her. His wife's not here, it's okay. What I want to say is that your range has grown dramatically, and I love that. When you hit that little high note and came down with that soul, I went, wow. I am so proud of the work you've done with your voice. What I eventually want to see as you grow as a vocalist is to take your amazing dramatic talents and put them with your amazing vocal talents and become a superstar. And you've never been too shy, so you've got the drive. So I'm so excited. I think you did a fantastic job.
Go ahead and tell them why you picked that song. I told her to.
Originally, I was singing Rolling in the Deep, but then the first judges liked that song better.
So yeah, we had a first round of judges through the auditions. We talked her into singing that song. What do you think, Kaylee Parrott? Bill, did you want to say something? Bill's not done with you yet.
Oh, no, I was going to...
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not. I am done.
You're done with her? Oh, I'm sorry, Kaylee. Kaylee Parrott! Now you can go.
I'll have dual. Which one am I?
Simon Cowell.
Oh, Simon Cowell, yeah. Okay.
That I was afraid I was going to hear.
All right, our next act. We're going to call out Uriah Crum. All right, Uriah, welcome to Chewelah's Got Talent. First time here, right?
This is my first time here.
And we're excited because you are a poet. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and you are going to do an original piece, yes?
I'm going to do an original piece.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind that.
Inspiration behind it. It is a personal love poem that evolved into a universal love poem. And it was a lady from Alaska who had owned her own fishing boat. So the theme, so the name is Ever Churning Ocean, and so it started out with that kind of imagery and then evolved.
I'm going to be very honest, because I got to sit through all of the auditions, I've never been a fan of poetry.
That's quite all right.
Okay.
There is a lot of bad poetry out there.
But by the time you were done, I kind of noticed everybody in the room was mesmerized. So here's your chance to do it again. Put your hands together for Uriah Crum.
So this is Ever Churning Ocean. She breathes deep of the breeze which flows unceasingly over ever-churning oceans, dreaming of unfathomable depths that press hungrily upon our hearts, ready to consume and rend to pieces all we conceive to be reality. The fantasies of our future beings being enwrapped in the light luster of what, where, and how we should be, entwined and in rapture as we try to capture and ensnare with eyes, minds, and hearts open and receptive to receive the blessings which were promised to we. We exchange pleasantries as evenings rapidly accentuating colors increase the majesty of moments shared discreetly, crossing expanses of open land, fields with wooded hillsides in the distance as we strive to abide in the presence of the present, impressed into the forms of molded clay. The day breaks and washes the darkness away from our faces, turned unto light. In this light-hearted embrace, we race through tunnels of our own creations, daily seeking the meaning behind our continued striving. This yearning spirit, burning with desire to shed, free from the delusions of what ought to, into what is and will be, free to breathe deeply of the breeze which flows unceasingly over ever-churning oceans. We've prayed fervently with emotions burning at fever's pitch to unstitch the bindings of our hearts, to remove the glue-like substance that imbues each movement of our lives with unnecessary slowness, to grow less unstable as we plunge rapidly into the burning brightness of love's undivided attention, to bring about the ascension of our hearts, minds, and eyes above the horizon's illusion of finite limitations, approaching the place of limitless space, coursing within the currents of time's broken arrow, throwing away the shadow's thrall and removing death's shawl in the brilliant experience of the beginningless beginning and the unending expanse of tomorrows, forever unfolding as we dance, angelic rays illuminating this playground bound no more by delusions and illusory schema. We can now dream of a world filled and aswirl with the radiant beams falling through the scintillating jewels of our hearts, conscious striving to touch, absorb, and become one with the light that shines resplendent within the gem's core of our every being, singing of the seeing being, bringing ocean's gift of emotion as I recline in deep devotion, enthralled by the mouth and source of all whom have returned unto the shore of heaven as we and all of our brethren shall be transformed onto the light of our love forever burning, breathing deeply the breeze of life that flows unceasingly over and through the ever-churning ocean of our hearts.
Uriel Crowden. Uriel, I'm going to have you join us down in front because they got a big setup to do for the next act. Go get it. And then I'm going to give you this microphone.
I want to go first. They're all mesmerized. So I think that was probably a beautiful poem, but I couldn't put it together in my head. Because of the sing-songing kind of chant way. I kind of got lost in it, and then I kind of got lost in the chanting, and then I kind of came back. And so I like your voice, though. I think you would be a darn good singer. Because I was like, is he talking, or is he singing, or is he reading a poem? So maybe you should turn it into a song. Or just speak it, because I lost the poem in the up and down. However, it was super original. And so maybe if you could tweak it somehow where we could grasp the meaning of that poem instead of getting lost in the chant-like quality of it. But it was definitely original, and thank you for getting up there and doing that.
All right. You ready?
I am ready, sir.
Okay. So the reason that I'm even here in the inland Northwest, this beautiful land, is because my wife offered to allow me to come along when she went to Eastern Washington for a creative writing program. So, with that said, I can play the part like I know what I'm talking about with poetry, since I've attended in the background all of these good programs that we have here in Eastern Washington. So I have just more questions for you than anything else. Are you ready?
Lay them on me.
All right, lay them on you. So, what is there any? This is more kind of like a poetry performance. This is not as much as what I would pull out in a book and read. You really put a lot into this as a performance. Is that typically what you do, or do you have publications that or is your work published?
No, like self-published. I've definitely printed out and sold them on the street, but ultimately, thank you. Yeah. Oh, this is a tasty microphone. Cherry, I think. Anyways, so that's as I started speaking poetry at different open mics after I'd started writing it. Of course, the memorization is very important. And then as I was memorizing and as I was performing, in my bedroom and in outside, the words themselves start, kind of, my goal or the thing is to capture the emotion of when I wrote the piece. And so it's turned out that a lot of the poetry I perform has that same, sing-song or elongation or quick meter or short, just from how the words and the emotion tie in together from the original inspiration.
Yeah. Do you feel like you affect like a certain personality or something as you're writing that out? Because it sounded to me, I don't know, it didn't necessarily sound like the voice of the guy that was up there. It might have been.
Interesting. I haven't thought of it like the words themselves, like that is, the experience of, how I perceived, the emotional states that I was going through. But ultimately, let me think here. The personality, like, we change with all our experiences, and ultimately the person that wrote that like 2-3 years ago is a little bit different from who I am now. But then I think each piece also has its own personality. So all the different poems that I have a different kind of feel to them.
Right, which leads into the next question. Does that play into a collection of works, or do you have different things that you're going through?
So that's where, when I first started writing poetry, it was in my notebook scattered. And then ultimately, I'm like, hey, let me compile. And so ultimately, that's where all the different completed pieces have come from, is compilation. So this current poem is a compilation entitled Aware with All, and play on words, all that fun stuff.
All right. One more question. Oh, one comment, critique. Since it is a performance piece, and it might be the speakers, it might be the room, make sure that it's good to be part of the performance itself, but you also want to make sure that we're coming away with the poem behind it.
It is the most difficult poem that I have because of the chanty, melodic, and so, that also, but then I should have introed with because what I've found in listening to poetry, being at all the different open mics, is closing my eyes or staring off somewhere else, because I'm trying to grasp what the poet is saying, and they're building a visual world inside my head. And so for me, just how I personally experience poetry is usually with my eyes closed or staring off at the wall somewhere, because the movement can be distracting.
Thank you.
I was just going to ask the same question about the different types of poems that you write, and if the styles differ with a personality that fits that poem. And I have to say, this one reminded me of Gregorian chant, okay? Gregorian chant. And I'm never a big fan of that style of music, and I don't imagine you spend a lot of time listening to Gregorian chant, but somehow
cool in
it
small
works
doses.
with your poem, okay? So I'd like to hear some more of your other poetry and see what different styles that you, apply to that. I know oral interpretation itself is a difficult discipline, and I'd like to see that expanding and hear more of what you have to offer. Okay, very good.
If I am very fortunate at the encore, I will do a different poem.
Okay.
Give him a round of applause. No, you're taking. You guys are.
One more.
One more. Oh. It was so interesting that we had the young gentleman do For What It's Worth, and taking us back to that era, and that's where I really felt like I went. I thought this was a happening, and I was proud to be a part of that and to be invited into that. There was that moment. I'm here basically for the stage piece of things. That idea of closing your eyes, focusing on a place, the times that you basically broke character, create a real distraction. So just working so much to keep it consistent, keep it there, and being in that moment.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now, Uriah Crumb. All right, we've got to do a little bit of techie stuff here because our next act is going to be very complicated. All right, we're going to test the piano. Testing the violin. Yes. All right, they requested a lot of monitor on stage. Can you give me some monitor? Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a lot of monitor. Okay. Got everything ready there? Are we ready? All right. We are going to talk to these gentlemen afterwards. I'd like to introduce Triple Threat. I think they like it. Come on down, guys. So, kind of a special treat here, at least for us that produced Chewelah's Got Talent, because Shannon McNeil, year 1, first place winner of Chewelah's Got Talent. Skylar Colvin, year 3, first place winner. And the little brother, who's actually taller than I am, Levi Colvin. How you doing, Levi? Pretty good. So what was it like practicing with these two guys to get ready?
It was
it awesome?
Yeah.
All right. So Shannon, how was it?
You know what? One thing that I said from the beginning of the first year, which I talked to Scott a lot about, is the fact that the first year I didn't have any rhythm, and when we decided to play together, at first I didn't know Levi was going to play. And I called up Skylar, and he's like, "No, my little brother's going to play with me." And I was like, "Well, we'll have rhythm. Let's get the piano." So no, it was awesome. These guys are great. It's a lot of fun working with them.
Skylar, what was it like giving up the solo spot and playing with your brother and Shannon?
It's way less stressful.
Takes a little of the pressure off. All right, let's have you guys stand up here and let the judges take a crack at you.
Are you threatening me? Are you approaching the table here? Are we? You know, the one thing I really hate about these shows is when they allow people just to come out and embarrass themselves. So, geez. Greatest sympathy for all of your hard work. No. Wonderful performance. I was stunned by the costuming and surprised by the back the entrance from the back. Oh, you guys didn't dress up. I apologize.
Okay, where do I start? It's so great. Compelling performance all the way. Excellent musicality, effective staging, as you just mentioned. Synchronized play was incredible, with no percussion. Absolutely. Well, piano. Okay. Counterpoint was there. Dynamics were tremendous, and the costumes just clinched the deal. Fantastic.
All right, so I know you, and I know you, and then I'm watching you. And I thought, my gosh, how is little brother going to get up and compete with the two previous champions who are excellent musicians? And Levi, not only did you hold your own musically, but you held your own dramatically and with your stage presence. That was amazing. What can I say? Not only did you use the whole stage, but you used the whole room. Not only did you engage musically, but you engaged the audience. You moved us, and as always, I am privileged to watch you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything.
Really? You're not. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, triple threats.
It all got sad.
All right, we'd like to call our next competitor up, Jessica Cochran. Just come talk to me and then we'll let you do your thing. All right, Jessica, you are going to do a dance. Do you want to tell them what you're dancing to?
I'm dancing to the song One Call Away by Charlie Puth.
Now, you've been working really hard because I talked to your mom. So tell them about how you choreographed it all by yourself.
Yeah, they told me to change the dance a little bit. They wanted me to move around more. So I changed it, and I choreographed it myself. It took a lot of work, but it turned out well, I think.
One of the things I found most amazing is she came in and she actually got a call back to come back the next week. And I don't think I've ever seen somebody come back to a callback that worked so hard and stepped it up so much. We went from going, we don't know, can you come back and try it again, to going, wow, and now you guys get to see it. Aren't they supposed to come dust the floor for you? No? You sure? Okay, I thought they were going to dust the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Okay. Are you good? She's going to come out on the dance floor, so you're going to need to adjust the camera.
I know,
Okay?
Scott, I need you over here.
Okay.
Stand by.
You can take your pot right there. Sorry, we're having technical difficulty. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for Jessica Cochran.
I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Call me baby if you need a friend. I just wanna give you love. Come on, come on, come on. Reaching out to you, so take a chance. No matter where you go, no, you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Come along with me and don't be scared. I just wanna set you free. Come on, come on, come on. You and me can make it anywhere. And for now, we can stay here for a while. Cause you know, I just wanna see your smile. No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. And when you're weak, I'll be strong. I'm gonna keep holding on. Now don't you worry, it won't be long, darling. When you feel like hope is gone, just run into my arms. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. I'm only one call away.
Jessica Cochran. Come on over and talk to the judges.
Ah, yes, the joy that exudes from your form when you move is just absolutely overwhelming, and the smile that goes with it is perfect. Keep that smile on and you'll go far. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jessica, how long have you been dancing?
This is my 7th year.
And how old are you?
I'm 11.
Wow. It shows. I've been watching you dance a long, long time, and you have gotten so much better. And I agree with Doug. It's not just getting up there and doing choreography and being in first position correctly. You are actually bright and shiny when you dance. Your personality comes out. You're so adorable. I loved your choreography. I will tell you, I will admit this, I'm not a ballet fan. I've never liked ballet. I appreciate the beauty of the form and how many muscles it takes. I'm just not a ballet fan. I loved your choreography. It was engaging. I like your little hip-hoppy moves with the call, too. You made ballet come alive for me tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought it was a good blend of more contemporary type moves and the more formal ballet that I'm sure you've learned over those years. So it was a very enjoyable performance.
Thank you.
And so this has probably already been said, but I'm known for not listening very well.
You were taking notes.
I was taking notes. Did you select the music and did you do the choreography?
Yes, I did.
Well, very nice. I liked them both quite a lot. So keep it up. Thank you. It was a wonderful demonstration of your dance.
Thank you.
Jessica Cochran. All right, our final act of the evening also is going to be another exciting one. I'm going to call out Rachel and Emma Larson. All right, ladies, a couple questions for you. First, Emma, how many times have you been in Chewelah's Got Talent?
Every time.
4. Give her a round of applause. 4 times. God. All right. And your family always participates, but this is the first time with your sister. Scoot up front. So what's it like performing with your sister?
It's pretty awesome. She's pretty great.
So how long have you guys been working on your act?
Since August? Yeah.
Quite a while. Wow. So now, what grade are you in school?
I'm a 10th grader.
10th grader. And do you have any plans for after school college?
Yeah, I want to go into pre-law.
So you're not like, I noticed when I talked to your brother, he said he was going to be a doctor like Dad. Neither one of you going to medical school? Okay. Maybe Emma, maybe medicine?
I want to be a veterinarian.
Well, that's close. All right, so, how old are you and what grade are you in this year?
I'm 14 and I'm in the 9th grade.
All right, ladies, did you want to exit and come back on? How do you want to do your show? Are you going to start from up here? Did I mess anything up? Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rachel and Emma Larson.
Silhouette in the dark, I see the stars through me. Inside mechanical heart beats till the song disappears. If only the clock could speak, I wouldn't be so alone. We burn every magnet and spring and spiral into the unknown. Shine a light If I break the glass, then I'll have to fly. 'Cause no one will catch me if I take a dive. I'm scared of changing, the days stay the same. The world is spinning, but only in gray. If I break the glass, then I'll have to fly. 'Cause no one will catch me if I take a dive. I'm scared of changing, the days stay the same. The world is spinning, but only in gray. Somebody shine a light, broken by the fear in me. Somebody make me feel alive and share me. So cut me from the light, dizzy spinning endlessly. Somebody make me feel alive and share me.
Rachel and Emma Larson! Come on down, ladies. The judges are going to want to talk to you. Why don't you keep that microphone for both of you for right now?
So, Scott, finally we have an act that made it worth putting out all the stage that you put out. Excellent use of the entire space. That was just, we have the center's getting really, really worn. But, so, that was a really great part. I love the intensity of it. Be careful not to break character and smile at times. You know, that was just those moments where, you know, a lot of times we say, smile, smile. And it's like, there was no place for a smile in that performance. And that was perfect. I mean, there shouldn't have been. Until that very end at the moment, you know, when you were taking your bow, and that was really sweet.
All right. Rachel? Emma. All right. So I felt like we need to have somebody like Scott come in and go, all right, this is the PBS fundraiser. You get your video, call in right now. How thoroughly entertaining. It was voice, it was violin, it was choreography, and you used the whole thing up. So well done, well done. The piece that I would bring is to make sure that you do experience your personality in that. And I know it's got to be hard with that thing under your chin to go, I really love to smile and play this thing. And it came out a couple of times, and that was really awesome. So continue to do exactly that. Bring your personality and keep entertaining us. Awesome. Thank you.
Well, I've seen Emma sing at all four. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You look beautiful. And your sister looks like you. Who's older? Really? So how many Larson siblings are there? How many of you?
4.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. I was expecting like a dozen. Yeah. Emma, every time I've seen you in auditions, and this time I didn't get to see you in auditions. They kept us away. Every time I saw you in auditions, you did really good, and every time you get up on stage, you did good. But I think what has always gotten the better of you is stage fright. I didn't see any stage fright tonight. It was gone. You were intense. We actually got to hear Emma's true voice tonight. And girl, you can wail. So keep on keeping on. Your violin playing is beautiful. Doug and I both sat over here gasping and wondering how you dance with a chord. We were watching your feet and going, oh my God, oh my God. It was fantastic. You didn't even stumble. Thank you. It was intense. It was beautiful. It was powerful. And I'm so glad I finally got to hear you sing loud.
Thank you.
So grab that wireless microphone, and you won't have ever to worry about it again. It's amazing. I thought you were going to be jumping
Never
rope
use a
there.
wireless microphone.
You did fine, and it was a compelling performance all throughout. I wrote down a few things. A new style of performing that I've never seen before. It's like an awesome sort of mixed media extravaganza with dance, music, and singing, and well, story, emotion. It's all in there. So I was compelled. It could have been a music video. I agree. In fact, think about that. You could produce that and go far. So thank you for that performance. Very well done.
All right, Doug, just to kind of point out a point there about the wireless microphone.
You got it.
Yeah. Emma's voice, the wireless microphone couldn't keep up with it, so we had to give her a handheld.
Okay, well, I didn't even allow you the chance to explain that to me, but
All right.
okay, so good. You had a choice, and you were able to dance through it, so fantastic.
One more time, put your hands together for Rachel and Emma Larson. All right, what do you think of tonight's judges? I was waiting for the boos, maybe. You want me just to... What do you think of Bill? All right, so we got Doug McQuain, Shelley Strite, Ryan Moore, and Bill Barnes, who I forgot to say when I introduced you that you are on a Park Avenue play coming up here real soon. So, they're gonna go take care of themselves in a private room and compile their votes and decide who is gonna take away some prize money tonight. So we're gonna send them off to deliberate. We're gonna take a 10-minute intermission, and hopefully we will have the winning contestants. Now, it is intermission, but the show's not over. Whoever wins is gonna do an encore performance, and then the entire cast is going to come out and wow you at the same time with a special performance, so stick around. If you're listening online, it's KCHW Chewelah 102.7 FM, and you're watching Chewelah's Got Talent.
All right, I have to get the names pronounced right. You know, I'm an outsider. The interloper gets to read somebody's last name and screw it up. For stage presence, the winners. Right into the mic.
Right into the mic.
Briggs and Ludeman.
Good job, ladies.
All right, another category, Best Costume. Robbie Thompson and Judah Katona.
Most original act, Uriah Crumb.
So I got selected to do the honorable mention. We interpreted this in a particular way. We wanted to honor somebody who we felt truly deserved to be recognized for getting up on stage tonight. The person that maybe was the most challenged in that. So, our honorable mention tonight is Pat Eggleston. Up here.
Now, before we let these guys do,
Not just it was the most challenged, but we wanted you to have another 2 or 3 years of experience because we want to see you again. Yeah.
The only thing is that's true of each of them. For the first time, that inexperienced move
All right, for the next four, we do not have envelopes because the station's out of money. All right, for the next four, you after you've taken your bow, just go back to the side, and at the end, you will need to. At the end of the night, you will need to line up at the table, and Shelly and Jean will write your checks. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead. You guys got third, second, and first, but I think first I'm going to roll out the People's Choice Award. Are you ready? Now this is from your votes and the votes online. People's Choice Award tonight goes to Rachel and Emma Larson. These guys, man. Our third place winner tonight for Chewelah's Got Talent 4, Jessica Cochran! Winner of $200. Second place and the winner of $400 in cash, Rachel and Emma Larson. And stand by, because we're going to have two more performances tonight. Our first place winner for Chewelah's Got Talent 4 and the winner of $600, Triple Threat! A round of applause. Stay right there, boys. A round of applause for the judges, please. They had a tough job to do tonight. All right. I'm going to get off the stage because you guys have to do an encore. Girls are going to get you set up. But first, I was talking to the Colvin's mom. What's mom's name? Lynn. Sorry, Lynn. Okay, so she told me, and I got to talk to Levi here because he's the youngest one. She told me, Levi, that your house is really, really small, and you got a tiny kitchen, and now it's even smaller because they removed the kitchen table to put what in the kitchen?
A grand piano.
One more time, round of applause for Triple Threat. All right, as soon as the girls get the keyboard off the stage, we're going to bring our entire cast up.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Mom.
I want you, I know you guys are going to the prom, a lot of you. Promise me you will drive safe down the hill. Don't be in a hurry. All right. Go to prom. Get out of here.